Today we wanted to look back into the past a little bit and share some of the genesis of the current Cerberus guitar and some of the select few prototypes that we tested. Many did not work. Some just helped us along the way. So I want to talk about a few of those select. There are many more, and we'll show you some of those in the future as well. This first little gem is one of the initial guitars we used to generate the design inputs around what we needed to actually do for the guitar itself. This generation had external tuning keys, and you can see we did a good job of miniaturizing off-the-shelf parts. Still way too big. And this particular guitar helped us to figure out exactly what the intonation would be on the strings we're choosing of this scaling. So we had a saddle that was movable, so we could adjust this to get perfect intonation at our scale length at the octave. And this also had a generation of piezoelectric pickups, which would have required, and we spent quite a bit of time on this, some active power. So we would have a battery pack and it would be rechargeable. We eventually moved away from this technology. After several generations of the piezoelectric style pickup, we just had an epiphany, and I think this was Steve. He said, let's just make a normal guitar pickup. And you can see this is our first generation. It actually had neodymium magnet in a similar configuration to current pickups. The hardware was mounted to the back. You can see we've got a fully fretted guitar with actually inlays in the center, which we did like. We moved away from that. One specific thing you'll note is that we further miniaturized our tuning machine to have it actually be inside of the guitar head. It was a little cumbersome. It was still too big. The key was here magnetically clasped. We thought that was quite clever. The next generation was to move away from a gear and pinion type system and move toward what you see today. This next guitar we called the EV1. That was our design stage at the time. You can see that the design has come along. It's quite a bit further. We put our electronics in the bottom. We actually modified this several times. This is a very useful guitar. This was one of the first guitars to have the machine inlays, and you can see the genesis as this came along. This is the first really usable manufactured parts tuning machine as you see it today. Since this time, we've shrunk this. We've changed quite a few things inside of it to improve it. But here's the guitar that is when we knew we were heading in the right direction. This next guitar I want to show you is one of our older guitars. It had most of the technology worked out, including the tuning machine. This had proved its useful life. We converted this into a hybrid bass guitar. If you look really carefully, you'll see that there's a bass string in the middle of those guitar strings. And this was to prove that the bass was viable. And it sounds fantastic. We'll share more about that in the future. It's been a couple of years. In the future, we'll show you more about where the bass guitar is headed. Maybe there will be a hybrid guitar version. People want to see that. Thank you again for your excellent support. We're so excited. We have big plans for the future, but it's also great to look back and look down memory lane to see where you came from. And so we're excited about the past. We're excited where we came from, and we're excited for the future. Oh, hey, here's the... We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.